So we get a look at the preseason patch notes, which are kind of giving us an idea of what is to come. And this is a quick example, which we'll get to, but they're finally showing what they're actually changing before and after, just to make it more easily readable, which is huge. We've been asking for this for a while. So we'll go ahead and kind of go through it. It says, welcome to launch week, which is just about a day away. You can see the preload and launch details there on all platforms, October 21st, which that means you should have already pre-downloaded if you already bought the game at some point. And then at launch, Xbox and PC, you'll be able to do October 24th from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m., depending on where you're at in the world. And the time zone you have selected, and a lot of people do this with New Zealand trick, and then it allows you to play up to 15, 18, 19 hours early. PlayStation, it has the same opportunity, and then Battle.net and Steam will be locked at that fixed rate, so nobody on those will be playing earlier than 9 p.m. PT. Campaign arrives brand new. Unfortunately, we didn't get it early this time around. Raven hooked that up. They're going to go ahead and bring the story of that with the 1980s flashback of the Black Ops 2 to deliver a new and returning players an action-packed narrative experience, which I hope's good. I'll probably won't get around to playing the campaign probably until like the 12th to 13th, a day or two before the integration happens, since we'll already have all our camos, our levels, and we'll basically have done what we need to with multiplayer and zombies, Easter egg, pretty much everything will be ready leading up into Warzone. So that's when we'll probably have a little bit of downtime personally. So campaign rewards, you're going to get some of these different blueprints, which, as we know with the blueprints, those will give you kind of like permanent unlocks. If you use those weapons, you'll get them much earlier to use. So you'll get access to an SMG, a sniper rifle, and then even when you prestige, you'll get access to those items, which I think ends up working out. It makes prestiging less punishing. You're going to get operator skin, loading screen, finishing move, cool, whatever. And then some stickers and charms. Zombies, round-based zombies will make its long-awaited return, which we're aware of. You're going to get Terminus and Liberty Falls. And then shortly after, I believe we're going to get a brand new map as well. The Dark Ether storyline continues where we find help of newcomer Maya, just as a dimensional breach occurs simultaneously in both locations. And then it says, note, the main Easter egg quest and all side quests for both maps will be enabled at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. BST on October 25th. So even if you do get early access through one of the New Zealand methods or where you live in the world, all those will be linked up on the launch day of the 25th. Clear your calendar, assemble your crew. So this is kind of stuff they've already gone through. But looking to bank some whimsical gobblegums? You'll earn these by successfully completing an exfil at round 15 or higher. Between 15 and 29, you'll get 1. 30 to 44, 2, and then 45, you'll get the 3. And then I guess depending on how long those take, it might be more advantageous just to do round 30 exfil, and then you get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of time. Multiplayer, you're going to get 16 maps. We've already gone through a lot of this, 33 weapons. The weapon balancing. While many weapon balance changes have been implemented across the board, since the beta, we considered launch to be our day one baseline across the entire arsenal. Weapon balance is always ongoing, so we'll be evaluating data and feedback and sharing updates on this regularly. In the multiplayer beta, we tested a change that disabled aim assist at close ranges, and that was within the 2.8 meters or something like that. While this was a change in the right direction, we felt that it was a bit jarring when crossing the close range threshold. So we adjusted our approach to linearly interpolate aim assist strength. So that means at the furthest, instead of having a hard cut, it'll get stronger and then it'll get weaker, or vice versa. This means that your aim will be much weaker at point blank and then smooths out to the traditional aim assist at further range. So it's kind of like this will be more intuitive instead of what the heck happened, and then your aim feels all wonky. We'll of course continue to monitor and assess data and player feedback. Improved pistol and dedicated melee swap speeds, slight increase to weapon butt melee attack speeds, adjustments to sway bob and overall weapon motions to improve point of aim when entering ADS, and additional improvements coming in Season 1, which we believe is November 14th. Improved depth of field across all weapons, and then added a toggle option for the corner slicing, which is the little when your character automatically does that. I like that thing. I'm probably not going to disable it, but some people don't. Added an option to set the hold time, perform a dive or a prone or a slide, depending on your slide. I have it on hybrid and I want it to be as fast as possible. Added an intelligent movement option to set mantle assist angle from tight, wide, or medium. This one, that one will take some trying out. Multiplayer map adjustments, expanded cover points across the hot tub for Skyline, added new planters as cover, far point spawn, and then added multiple cover options throughout the map. So they give you kind of like a before and after. You can see specifically in this middle section, as you go over it, you can see they added the steps, a little bit of depth. So somebody couldn't just sit on this head glitch and then cover it down from the angles. They'll actually not be able to cover it. So as you come around, you'll be able to get it. So this will be like a flowing area. They said some planter stuff. This one doesn't look too big of a difference for me. The colors look a little bit different, I guess. All right. The plant. Look. Okay. So they added some cover on this left side, and then they modified these planters. So you can see kind of how they modified that in there. I don't see this one really. Oh, okay. I get it. So they added the little AC unit thing there. So as you come up, if you come up on this left side, you won't be able to just get peeked from across the corner. All right. Cool. Subtle. Okay. There's a little bit of a thing there. So I guess if you peek around, you're not instantly deleted. You can kind of use it as a head glitch to cover. And the opposite side, it looks like they've done the same thing to add a little bit of cover, which will be important for long shots, which I believe those are a challenge. So they made some cover. I don't really notice this one's on this map. Maybe I'm just not as obviously seeing it, but yeah, I don't know. This one, yep, they moved the box. Isn't it crazy? They just do some subtle. These are gone. This box moved. So you can see that adjust, and then those are gone, and then they move this back here. So maybe that'll help with the flow. And this part, maybe this, so it's like they added like a thing right here so you can stand, and then it's less covering your body, so you're an easier target to hit. Very subtle change there. With this, they added a car. Cool. So you don't get spawn trapped. And they changed the angle of the car, added a crate there. So a bunch of different changes that we'll see on the map as we jump in and play. Quick little point about their audio. It says, we're excited to introduce our best-in-class audio experience coming to Black Ops 6 with introduction to the head-related transfer function via universal profile in enhanced headphone mode, which is available to all players for free. And this is kind of the one where everyone was talking about pay to win. They do have this other version of it that I'm not really sold on, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Luckily, they're talking about having improved audio for everyone, which I think overall is a W, despite the other program that they're trying to sell. We've also added a setting to disable licensed music across all modes, particularly useful for content creators streaming the game. W. Ricochet anti-cheat system activated for Black Ops 6. Upgrades deployed include kernel level driver detection monitoring updates across all protected titles, including Black Ops 6. I mean, I don't really have much trust in Ricochet, especially with all the nonsense that happened recently, but it is what it is. Mitigations live in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, including damage, shield, disarm, splat, and more. Machine learning behavioral systems deployed to increase speed of detection, which I think that hopefully will help. The machine learning detection models added to analyze gameplay, combating aimbots. I think walls end up being the bigger issue, but another aside. Adjustments to future weapon damage patch notes. In Black Ops 6 Season 1, we aim to evade the confusion twofold, creating a new weapon damage adjustment table in Black Ops 6 and Warzone Season 1 patch, establishing weapon damage range definitions for Black Ops 6 and Warzone moving forward. Weapon damage adjustment table. So it's kind of, here's what it looks like. This isn't actually the change that's happening because you can see they're both basically the same, just more for demonstration. So we get the maximum damage range from 0 to 12 meters. So that's the closest. And then this is the highest damage profile. And then because of the headshot multiplier, we can extract on that. Medium damage from 12 to 15.8, 15 to 25.4, and then the furthest range 25.4 up to 27.3. Super easy to read and very easy to manage there. And then the furthest damage drop off, obviously, since this one got adjusted, this one also got adjusted. Weapon damage range explainer, that helps maximum damage range. Those are all just useful. Previous patch notes versions, these were identified as close, mid, near, mid, far, far, mid. Terrible. One last thing, as we progress through our future seasons, the teams at Treyarch and Raven will adjust weapons based on feedback and data to deliver the best experience possible in multiplayer and Warzones respectively. These adjustments may include shared Black Ops 6 weapons having different range values, which is good. Before, I think they tried to match those as much as they could. Stay tuned for future. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm more hyped than I've been about a COD in a while, and I'm gonna have tons of content. So if you want any of that and you're gonna be playing the game, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.